Good morning, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, Monday, September 16th at 10 a.m. Mountain Time 2019, bringing you a grand solar minimum update. Sheveluch volcano, Kamchatka. The activity at the volcano remains relatively high after a group of people went out to observe the volcano over the past week. There is a growing lava dome with frequent rock falls. We'll get to that. Windy showing Hurricane Humberto affecting Bermuda in just the coming days. Heads up Thursday morning. And the GFS model showing snow increasing. Keep calm. It is boom time. Hurricane Humberto strengthening and bringing heavy rain to Bermuda. That's the forecast. But we'll check the models. Here we see a slight reduction in the wind speed and the eye wall just falling west of that island sometime Thursday morning. This is the European model, and it's been bringing the eye closer and closer to Bermuda each run. So we'll be watching this closely and update tomorrow on the new track. According to the National Hurricane Center, here is the track, the current cone, and it's bringing it in a similar path as the European model is. So keep a close eye on that. Current wind speed at 85. The island of Bermuda itself will be wind whipped with winds up to 65, 75 miles per hour and heavy rains because it's going to be in the eastern and southern portion of the hurricane the entire time, which is where most of the rain is currently. So that's a heads up for anyone that lives in Bermuda. Check out the GFS model and the total snow forecast. What we have is a snow event moving down in the next few days this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is going to bring some light snow to the high country in Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, and maybe even the Sierras, as well as British Columbia and Alberta. And then that cold front drops down a secondary front here over the next weekend, bringing more snow, heavier snow to those same places. And then as we move into the model, into our first few days of October, we have a snowy pattern over eastern Canada and even maybe upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire. Heads up, Maine. I know, it's insane. It's only October 1st, but it does snow then. Seismic update, no quakes of note. We have a cacophony of Kansas, hopefully frac-related quakes. Otherwise, they're lighting nuclear bombs off over there or something. Worldwide volcano news update. We told you Sheveluch is on the uptick. Shortly after this report came out, another report from VOC coming out with an 18,000-foot plume. This is an increase. We've been going slightly higher and higher. So Sheveluch is in no way done exploding, and you can see it's in fact glowing here on that lava dome. Amazing. We also have Popo erupting quite continuously for days to the 23,000 foot mark. So heads up to the people there. The world now has a third pole. If you want to be more confused than you already are about the lies and fraud and the climate conspiracy, we now have a third pole, and it's melting quickly. Yeah, they're talking about the Himalayas, and the phone is ringing. They're talking about the Himalayas, and many moons ago, Tibet, the second Buddha, transformed the fierce, malevolent mountain demon into Neri, who holiest protected the warrior god called Kawanapko, and apparently put a pole there. And it's melting, and you're going to burn up. If you want to know more about the third pole and to confuse yourself even further, read the article. Now, did you hear about climate change cut soil's ability to absorb water? Yeah. To add insult to injury, climate change causes droughts, flooding, snow, no snow, heat, cold, and soil's ability to absorb water now being eliminated by climate change. It couldn't be Nestle at all sucking up the world's aquifers. No, climate change. Maybe Nestle is climate change. Who knows? I didn't do the research. NPR shopping cart economics. And we've been calling food increases for 2 years. And if you want to see some facts, here we are at the Walmart data set. And in the last year, cod fillet is up 66% and fresh garlic 53%, as opposed to just 2% on the dog collar. But what you will quickly see here with a quick cross-section of products here is that food is up over 50%. Food. I don't know why leashes are up 35, but collars are only up 2. That doesn't make any sense. But cod fillets and garlic up huge. And there's just some evidence of massive food spikes coming soon, or coming now. Now, we've talked about this second object. It's a interstellar object, the second ever observed. We now have a picture of it. It looks just like a glowing small, this one looks more circular than Oumuamua. But as the object gets closer, we'll get better pictures. And so this object is coming from outside. Not only of our solar system, but maybe from beyond. Who knows? This is a extra galactic, meaning it's coming from our Milky Way galaxy into the system. And it's coming in at quite a perpendicular angle to our sun. It's going to be quite exciting because the same effect from this object should occur as it passes the sun. It should accelerate away, which has nothing to do with aliens and everything to do with electromagnetics. Now, if you're headed to Area 51, it could be a disaster, not only for you, but for the county it's being held in. Now, this Facebook event may have started in jest, but local officials are bracing for a nightmare, mayhem. So just a heads up if you're headed out there. If you haven't seen my newest video, a little pop-up window will happen at the end of this video. You should check it out, where we go over in 3 minutes the facts of the fraud. Forest schools, how climbing trees and making dens can help children develop resilience. It has to do with the dirt and some amino acids in there. Not only that, connecting with nature and source. All of those things happen outside. Go get some. If you want to know where to start, why don't you help out Matt Powers with his Kickstarter? He's just $2,285 away from his goal. You don't get charged unless he makes it. So that means you have 22 days to come up with the money that you pledge. So pledge now, pledge often, and dig deep. Now I want to leave you with some amazing facts about mushrooms. This is coming out from Business Insider, and this is good information. In the event of a killer asteroid, volcanic apocalypse, solar flare, nuclear holocaust, pole shift, or any catastrophic event you can think of where the skies darken and the crops fail, mushrooms will save humanity from extinction. Do you know what mushrooms are safe to eat? Are you growing mushrooms? You know that mushroom powder can store almost indefinitely? You can dry it from the sun, and you can collect them from nature. Maybe you should join a local fungi club or wild harvesting. There are many mushroom clubs. Just Google your local area. In a new book written by Brian Walsh, he describes the strategies that might keep people alive after a disaster. He suggests that because mushrooms, rats, and some insects can thrive without sunlight, humans could start farming them with the remains of dead trees after the event. And he's right. Hope you got something out of the video. Share this with like-minded people. We want to thank all of our Patreons and our one-time donors for supporting this channel. Without your support, we would not continue this journey. We love each and every one of you, even the haters. It is time to keep calm. Learn how to grow mushrooms. Learn how to wildcraft. Join a club. Go outside. Forest bathe. Be safe. We love you.